Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we're playing ORZHOV Aggro in Ranked Standard. There are a lot of different ways to build this deck. You can throw things like Go for the Throat, Infernal Grasp, Liliana, Sarah Paragon, Sheoldred, and Graveyard Trespasser are all other things that can make the deck, but this is how I'm configuring it today. I feel like playing around with Gix. I think this is a super fun, satisfying card. If you can get it on the play and go 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop into Gix and attack and draw cards, it's just gross. And when I'm on the other side of that, I know I feel terrible, so figured I'd inflict that on the opponent today. So we're running 8 1-drops for that reason, to try to curve into Gix. 8 1-drops also pairs well with Adeline because she gets bigger and bigger for every creature you have on the battlefield. Rest of the deck, pretty standard stuff. Not that many Brutal Cathars. It's kind of hard to fit in all the things I want, so just 2 Brutal Cathars, and somewhat to compensate for that, we're running 4 Emperors as our other source of removal, as opposed to things like Sarah Paragon, which is decent, and Sheoldred, which can also be decent, just in general. Those are strong cards, but I like the Emperor. It offers some blowout potential on the offensive because you can flash it in and give something first strike, and also some defensive potential with the -2 exile. Rest of the deck, pretty standard stuff. We got 4 Benalias. This is very good. Can become indestructible. Can be made big enough to bash through Sheoldred, which is important. I like running 4 Adversaries in decks with 24 lands, but only 4 4-drops because it can double as your 4-drop later. 3 Thalias, which can be a bit of the non-bow with the Emperor, but I still think it's worth running, and 1 Underdog for a little bit of potential from the graveyard. And then, yeah, like I said, 24 lands, 4 Secluded Courtyards. Almost everything in the deck is a human except for your Phyrexian Praetor. That's how you pronounce that, and your Planeswalker, but this gets the job done in most cases. That's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. No 1s or 2s. I think we mull this. Yeah, this is better. Keep this, put back 1 of our 3-drops probably. Gix gets us card draw. Adeline's a better blocker on the draw. Maybe we'll put back Gix here. Keep the large Adeline. Hope that can stabilize us. All right, we don't need to be particularly defensive though. Comes the Initiate. Stuck on 2 lands. Second one is a tap land, unfortunately. Grixis, classic. Bankbuster, classic. No untap land, classic. Okay, we had the 3rd land drop. I mean, Thalia is great in general. We might just Peacekeep this turn, though. To prevent Sheoldred, because we don't have an answer to Sheoldred anyway. So if that's the case, I guess we attack first and then Peacekeep after. Okay, cut down. And we'll see if they have the Make Disappear as well. They take the draw first, which is weird because they give us the information beforehand, which they probably didn't need to do. Guess we're taking the Corpse Appraiser here. Although Invoke Despair, I mean, they're going to have all 4 blacks, aren't they? Invoke Despair isn't amazing if we can get a wide board. Maybe we take Corpse Appraiser here. And try to get our board as wide as possible off of Adeline, basically. We can also tax Invoke Despair with Thalia. Take the draw immediately. Look for something else to play this turn. Makes sense. So we definitely want either Adeline or Thalia. Thalia taxes them a full turn, right? I think it's got to be like that then. Okay. Swing here first. Keep them another turn off Invoke Despair. And then next turn play Adeline. Get an easy creature to sack. Okay, they're still off of Invoke Despair. They play out the Corpse Appraiser for 5. You can also use it to power up the Bankbuster. Well, there's the 3rd Invoke Despair at least, I guess. We hit another land. This lets us, we still can't really attack through the Bankbuster. And I think we want to double spell. Although it's tempting to get Adeline this turn. I guess the Benalia can swing next turn. So we'll do it like this, and we might actually drop off the Thalia and replay Thalia next turn. Not sure. Okay. But definitely no good attacks into the 4/4 Bankbuster block. Okay. Definitely an awkward start for us. Trying to hang in there. Let's see if we get the first Invoke Despair this turn with a land. Okay, 6 land. Is it Invoke Despair time? It's cut down first. That means they cannot do Invoke Despair. Okay. Only 4 mana left, so they're doing something else. And we actually have the backup Thalia, so that's not awful. Here comes Sheoldred. Now, Benalia can become pretty big to at least attack through Sheoldred. That's kind of all we got. Yep, draw first, nothing we can do. Next, Peacekeeper. Interesting. I think Peacekeeping's not bad here. I think that's okay. Let's see what they have. Liliana, that's pretty tough. Invoke Despair. I guess we have to name Invoke Despair, right? And try to figure out a way through Liliana. Because it just gained too much life. But Liliana's tough too. Okay. Alright, so it's just you. And we'll enlist you because we'd rather block with the underdog if we're going to block with someone. Is a land worth it at all? That lets us a double spell. Aganjo's actually potentially very good. Adversary is also not bad. Maybe we keep both. The Pump Squad's good. But it doesn't get us through Shoulder, right? No, it doesn't get anything through Shoulder, but it's good in general. I think we keep both these as is. Better than hitting a 1-drop for sure. Okay. They're going to trade the Bank Buster here. And I think we're dropping off Thalia because Adeline's big enough to attack through Shouldered as well, which I like. And they're going to play Liliana this turn anyway, so they're not going to have anything else to cast. Okay, Bank Buster down. That's all for the turn. Draw, go up in life. Top deck the land, play the Harvester and Liliana. And we'll probably sack the underdog this turn to Liliana. Yep, there she blows.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Mm-hmm. I think it's probably the underdog here.
One of your friends has to leave.
Have to keep the Benalia, like what the Peacekeepers are doing in general. How aggressive are they is the question. Not aggressive at all. Okay. So in terms of legendary creatures, we actually can't pick anyone off with the Ganja this turn. Okay. Maybe we let Liliana go. It's tough. I mean, we're getting roasted this game for sure. We definitely want to enlist you. It's not that much damage. I guess this is better, actually. We're definitely not going to block with the Invoke Despair one. So we can enlist with you. And we'll send you here as well. That's a free block for the opponent. Emperor. Emperor does good things, right? Better than the adversary, I think. I think so. Okay, this is all fine. Drop off you. Keep the Benalia alive. Benalia is huge for us right now. Alright, game goes on. They can cast Invoke Despair this turn. They pick off the Benalia finally. Invoke Despair. We drop off the Corpse Appraiser one. Keep the other attacks on. Down to 12. Opponent up to 20. Opponent up to 24. Nothing to discard. So they just want to get the next minus off, which I think is fair, especially if the excess land in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're just short to Emperor anyone into a good position. First strike isn't enough. I guess we send both to Liliana. We're so close to dead, too. But if they attack with Shoulder on the crackback, we can Emperor them. Maybe that's the play. So we send both these guys at Liliana, and then go face with the other thing, and then kill Shoulder with the Emperor. Alright. This guarantees Liliana dies. So you can go face. Nothing we can do about that. Flashing the Emperor to give first strike or to make another creature still doesn't kill Shouldered.
Oh, that's
So it's not enough.
believe.
And they Invoke Despair. We lose the token, but if they attack with Shouldered, we get to Emperor it. Which is the only saving grace. Yep. Sack you. Let's hope they attack. We're down to 6. They could push us. They could go for lethal here. Right, if we don't block, we take 4 and then 2 on the draw. And they go for it. Okay. And they don't have enough mana to counterspell. So we get to take out the Shoulder, and they have 4 cards in hand. And we have a Peacekeeper and an Underdog to hold down the fort.
Finally, I'm home.
Exile target tapped creature. Chances of us winning are low, but not 0.
This is what you get for
Tap
treading
land.
light.
Guess we play you out to pump, right? And then plus here. Lifelink could matter. Okay. Plus on the Peacekeeper, since you're attacking this turn. Swing for 5 Vigilance. We briefly turn the tables. All right, now's their turn to just destroy us. They just go like 3 removal spells, Evoke Despair. Game ends on the spot. Maybe they drew all land. Who knows? Harvester, okay. It's not devastating on its own. Harvester again. All right, so they can kill whatever they want. Land ain't it. We can give someone first strike, which means, I guess the adversary. Everyone, we need to not die. I guess the Peacekeeper has, I think we most want the adversary to live. So we put first strike on the adversary. That means they pick off the Peacekeeper with both if they want to. They still have 2 cards too, you know? Like, they could just kill off the adversary right now with Infernal Grasp or Go for the Throat, which looks like what's about to happen. Yeah, pretty sad. Okay. So we're almost dead. And they have the removal there. So that's game. Unless we draw a blocker. So we have to draw a, oh, it's impossible, right? Because on the end step it dies? Yeah, so that's game. Too bad. I mean, Grixis is tough to beat. Sad face. Opponent goes first. Oh, okay. Okay, they mull to 6. We get the sleeper going. They say hello. Hello, friend. Pi r squared. Okay, cool. All right, I think we can attack here first. If we play the Thalia, they might kill the sleeper in response. So let's not give them that information just yet. There is stick, but I bet they eat the 1 first. Okay. So we get a free point of damage that otherwise they might have stopped. So we'll see if they now do something in response before Thalia comes down and attacks us. Resolute Reinforcers. Okay. Interesting. I'm kind of surprised they then didn't flash that in to block the sleeper. It's not like they were holding removal. There's the Cathar, though. Take the Thalia. And they're on the offensive. I guess we're going Gix this turn, but we don't have good attacks. I guess we can threaten the double level up on the sleeper. Okay. Alright, get that damage off. Because we're not going to block you on the way back anyway. Play out a 3-3. See if they can pump squad, but 3-3 is okay unless they Brutal Cathar again. Officer, alright. They're in the drawing business now. Can we blow them out with the Emperor? Is there any reason to adversary instead? No, I don't think so. I think we're looking for the Emperor blowout. In which case, does a sleeper get in there too? Probably not. It's probably just Gix. And see who they want to block with. Chump. Okay, sure. They get their draw out of the deal. Yeah. It's actually funky. We could, like, take the Cathar now, but they get to attack it down with the Sky Strike Officer, which I don't really like. So if we do nothing, they flip to Nightside, which is annoying, but not devastating. Play out the adversary. We have a 4-2. Then we run it back next turn with the Emperor. I think that's okay. Let's do it like this. So that kind of gives away we had an Emperor. Otherwise, you probably would have played the adversary before combat to get the extra pump, but it's okay. All right. They're in the attack all business. Do they run Emperors? They don't run Emperors, right? What do they have in this deck? Why are they doing this? Do they have the Emperor? Do they play the Emperor in Soldiers? I guess the question is it worth it? Is blocking 1 point of damage worth it? The answer is no. So, we should let it all go. Looks like there is stick here, and it's not from the officer. So maybe they do have their own Wandering Emperor. Morale after combat. So we can't do things on their turn. We have good attacks here all around. So we can play you out on human? Can we? Yeah, I think so. Keep the Takanuma. And then we can attack all. And we could both level up the Sleeper and play the Emperor to get rid of Morel. But they probably shouldn't risk that. You would think. Okay, they take a free block there. They don't do anything else. All right, that's fine. We get to draw 2. We go up to 17, which does matter. We can't do anything on their turn. I think we'll take these draws, though. Land ain't it. Initiate. Okay. So if we want to Emperor, it has to be now. It's not bad. Take the Cathar. Play out the Initiate as well. I think it's okay. Get back Thalia. Chump block something. We could also take the Sky Strike Officer, which might even be better.
I am the Emperor Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
I guess the Emperor's going to die no matter what, so maybe we leave the Officer. We just get back Thalia, keep making a big board.
I am almost
Okay.
sad to see you go.
Yeah, I think they get the Emperor no matter what. We got a pretty big board off this adversary. Yep. Okay. Why is that guy getting in there? What do they have that I'm forgetting about? I mean, I think we'll try to chump the reinforcements with the 2/3. What am I not thinking about? I'm sure they have something, right? I think we take that block. Do we kill the Morel while we can, is the question. Because if we don't, we just lose. But I think they have their own Emperor here, right? That's got to explain why they're doing that. So I don't think double blocks even saves us. So I think it's just like this, and we eat the rest of it. Okay. What the fuck is this guy? I knew they had something. I just didn't know what it was. What the hell is this thing?
Until next time.
Flash Dog Soldier. +1 counter on each soldier you control. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to other attacking soldiers. That's what the hell they're doing. Okay. Takanuma can be used to get back the Emperor, which is interesting. So how do we not get obliterated? Is it possible? We'd like to draw with the Gix. It's pretty hard to do. Could suicide the Thalia in, because we might get another Thalia anyway. I'm not sure there's any good way to do this, really. I'm not sure any attacks are necessarily that profitable. Sure. Okay. Play out you, level up the Sleeper once. I don't think any attacks are worth it. So how do we win? They attack with Morel again and make fucking 1,000,000 tokens. I think we're just dead. I think they suicide Morel in this turn. We do our best to kill it. And then they just make 1,000 tokens and the... whatever. They've got this dog thing. I guess it's only a one-time effect, but still, we're pretty toast here. Morel is Busto. Draw twice. Nice. Veteran. Pump the entire squad. Nah, that's game. Unless there's some magic mismath and they attack all. But the thing is, they attack with Morel and they just get 1,000 tokens anyway, so we're dead. Oh my god, this card is so good. So, that's game right there. They just need to attack with Morel and they get 11 blockers on the way back. Okay. Yeah, all you need to do is attack with Morel and you win by default. No thought is necessary. No thought at all. Just slam the attack all button and you're good. Yeah, there you go. See? That wasn't so hard. 13 blockers. Seems fair. On the play, first time today. Let's go. All right. Feeling good. Feeling relaxed. Feels good to be on the play. Interesting. Opponent maybe on some enchantment life? I don't know. Let's see what they got. Ooh. Naya. Naya Reanimator? Naya Ramp. Probably Reanimator. Not sure. Okay. Oh, the Benalia doesn't really have... We can attack just to bluff, right? I guess if we're going to do that, we'll play the Adeline before combat. Well, now there's no bluff, but I guess we'll attack to get the 1/1 out of the deal. Okay. 2 damage secured. Down to 17. And we have the Emperor next turn. Could do a baby blowout if we want to. Tap land, that's nice. Okay. Well, we don't have to. We could just get the scry on off the Adeline. I don't know if we waste the Emperor right now. Is it really worth it? I kind of like enlisting it and getting our scry and just playing out a bunch of good stuff and stop hitting lands. Let's try it. Let's see if they use removal now. Let's enlist with you and not attack with the Adeline. Just because I want the scry. Get the token out of the deal. I guess we could have played out some of this stuff before combat to get the Adeline bigger. Adeline's safe right now. We'll take anything other than a land at this point. Okay. 5 damage. Free block there. Okay. A braid there. Discard the land, I think is good. Indestructible. Okay. Hit for 5, down to 12. Play out both Benalia and an underdog. So going pretty wide here. Fourth land. Bank Buster. It's not a sweeper, which is good. That's all they got. Okay. We could get in 1 more point of damage off the Adeline to play the Benalia before combat. I think I'd rather just wait and see what happens. I think we'll attack all here first. Small chance we need the Emperor. Likely will not play it. That's 11 damage. I mean, we could go for lethal right now. Is that worth it? I mean, we could try. That's kind of cheeky. I'm down for being cheeky. Okay, they have stick, but it could just be the Bank Buster. All right. Show me the cheek. You got another removal spell? No, because that's lethal.
Strike fast and strike hard.
They take the draw. Nope, that's game. All right. A little bit gutsy there. A little bit cheeky for the win. Xaxes, yeah. Probably don't do that. That's probably not the best play, but figured I'd go for it. One goes first. Okay, that's cool. Mono blue goes first. Ugh. And we hit more land. Double ugh. Consider. Hey, if we can top deck a Thalia, I'll be a little bit happier. Assuming they don't immediately counter it. It's going to be tough. This is not the hand you want against mono blue. You want a lot of cheap stuff. Oh, there's the Thalia. Okay, let's see if we can get him to use something on this. We got to go for it, sadly. They'll probably counter it, but on the off chance they don't, it's massive. Yeah. Goodbye. Okay. Cool. Yeah, just got to keep trying here. Got the counter for this. Not yet, they say. They say maybe. Bin and Impulse. Do we get the Gix draw? Oh, baby. Okay. Maybe they bounce it instead. Yeah, okay. Sucks to suck. 1 to the bottom. Bottom for 1. Here we go, boys. Here we go. They play out the Jin. Alright, what are we doing now? I mean, holding the Emperor for their turn seems futile. But I think it's the best play we got. Pretty obvious what's happening. Suspiciously holding open 4 mana, 2 white. Do they swing? They thirst first. Okay. I mean, we have to let that go because we need the Jin to tap before we can play the Emperor. Been a land. 6/4 acquired. Okay. 2 blocks. 2 Emperor. Let's see the counter spell. Counter spell acquired. Take 6. So now what? We play Gix and try to draw into a Brutal Cathar, I guess? Or another Emperor? I think so. We definitely want to draw. Not countered. Attempt to get our draw off. They could jump if they wanted to. They don't. Yes, we need to draw. We need an answer. ASAP. That's not an answer. All right. We get 1 more turn to hopefully draw into something that hopefully won't be countered. Slip out the back now. They're going for lethal. Interesting. They don't flip, though. That's pretty gutsy. I mean, you're off by 3. What a cocky mofo to play that out now. Really? Okay, so we have to hit with as many as possible and draw into an answer. Answers are either the Cathar or the Emperor. If we play the Adeline, we get an extra draw to hit the Cathar. If we don't play the Adeline, we have enough mana to hit the Emperor. But we actually can't take 3 draws anyway because of the Gix. So I guess we're playing to draw into the Emperor here. So that means we're not playing anything else before combat. Okay. Let's see how many draws they give us. They give us 2 draws. And we're looking for Emperor or Cathar. Ideally on the first draw. That is lifelink, but that does not do it. And that also does not do it. So we are losing. Okay, this game. One goes first. We got some 2-drops. We'll be okay. Tacho on mono black. Okay. We draw into the Brutal Cathar. Got lots of 3-drop options ready to go. Field of Ruin. Don't see that every day. Okay, here comes Thalia. No stick. Third land. Full price, go for the throat. Okay. Here we go, Peacekeeper, look for the Shelly. There she blows. Or Sorin. Who's a bigger issue? If they play Sorin and they minus, we play Adeline, we can still threaten to attack it down. Sholdred, we just take it with the Cathar. But then they kill the Cathar eventually, right? I think we're happier with Sorin here, maybe. I think Sholdred's more annoying. Okay, here comes Sorin. Let's see if they minus or plus. They could plus, they minus. All right. Ooh, the next Peacekeeper anyway. All right, so we can just Cathar the token here, which is pretty tempting. Just take out Sorin. Means we don't have Cathar for the Sholdred, but maybe we can get a position where we can get a large Adeline and then Wandering Emperor first strike it. Okay. Trespasser. This is a really decent Emperor turn. So I think we go for it. Okay. Attempt the first strike, and if they have the removal spell, it's going to suck. But I don't see any sticks so far. Plus, first strike. It's a nice way to deal with a warded creature. When it drops to 19, feeling okay so far. They're going to need a decent amount to overcome this board state. Invoke Despair. Yeah, drop off the Cathar. And we lose the Emperor, but it's okay. You only draw 1 card off of it. 1 mana open. I think we go Adeline plus Underdog here. Just get the Adeline pumping. Okay. Whack him for 5. When it drops to 14, not bad. They can get a Shelly, but we got some good Adeline attacks off the Emperor. Thalia. Okay. I think we're going attack all here. And see how they want to block. Try not to hold too much priority. I'm trying to pass quickly. Good. That's the block we want to see. Hey, think about it. Is it? Do you want to play into the Emperor again? There's no way they have the second Emperor, right? Yes, we do. Of course we do. Never didn't have it.
Run away.
All right, it's a lot of damage. Swinging through, down to 4. Liliana. Too little, too late, my friend. Feels good to beat Mono Black. There's a certain satisfaction to it.